other than your boy Jay Giddens, the father. As usual, remember to be positive, optimistic, keep positive people in your circle, baby. I'm coming to y'all today with this video titled Good Cop, Bad Cop. A lot of y'all know, and this isn't, Jay, this is in reference to politics, right? A lot of y'all know that I spend a lot of my time, educating myself and influencing myself to become more, more articulate and more, have more understanding of the way this realm works, right? So I'm about to do, I guess you would call this like a mini lecture, if you will. So stick around, especially if you believe in politics or you just, because this video is really just to make you think. It's really just to make you think. All right, that's it. Before I get into it, I just want to say one love to everybody. Yesterday, for anybody who hit me, I'm going through my DMs now and everything, but yesterday was the first day in like months that I didn't touch my phone all day. Like I literally did not touch my phone. I put it in the drawer Friday night and I didn't touch it until just now. And I was going over some stuff and going over some information, and I just decided to do this video because I want everybody to see it. So please, if you want any information regarding politics, if you believe in politics, it is your obligation and your responsibility to watch this video. First thing I want to do is let y'all see my star seeds, right? Say what's up, son. Say hey. Say hey. Hey. Jay, say hey. Say hi. Alright. Anyway, y'all, hold up. Let me turn. Alright. So before I get into this real quick, right? Again, let me just shout out everybody. What's up, Vegan Chakra? What's up? I am the real Jay. Living Matrix 2021. Vernon Divine Purpose. Getting to the root of it all. Sending positivity to everybody. Unity and prosperity to you and the kindred. Yeah, I appreciate that. One love to you, getting to the root of it all. Now, look, right? Now, you know what's funny, right? What made me start researching was the fact that, what's up, Sky Scythe? Or the Scale Scythe? Peace to you, Reflection. What's up, Constantly Conscious One? I'm gonna show the star seeds one more time for everybody who just came in. What's up, Cho 444? This is where we at with it. Now y'all had visitors this weekend, right? I had my cousins, my younger cousins over here this weekend. So I had 5 kids all weekend. It was a little, yeah. But anyway, so listen, good cop, bad cop, right? We all know good cop, bad cop as the scenes that you see on movies where you got the one cop that bang on the desk. I know you did it. Tell me you fucking did it. Give me the admission. And then you got the other cop that's like, bring you some water and some juice and they talk to you and everything, right? This is something that can be misunderstood or not fully perceived if you don't look into it deeper than what it is, right? So let me just show y'all what they say, right? And I'm gonna have a reference or two in here too. Let's get started with it. I'm gonna make it as quick as possible. What's up, BBG, Mazi, and Anya Mayat? I was actually great jump into your live, BBG, but I wasn't sure, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just jump in there and everything. This is my first time touching my phone in like a little bit over 24 hours, which is very different for me. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I normally at least touch my phone every day to see what happens. Alright, so look, good cop, bad cop, right? Good cop, bad cop, right? So let's see. I'm gonna listen, real quick. I'm gonna go over what they say and then I'm gonna tie things together. There's a couple other references that I want to give as well that they're gonna reference in this. Just bear with me, y'all. I ain't trying to take up a lot of your time. I just want to give this perspective. And the reason I think that it will be helpful for us all to get this information is because this will help us when it comes to trying to save people who believe in this political system. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to tell anybody not to vote, even though you probably shouldn't. It's not gonna change nothing. But when you just say voting won't change anything, they don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? And it's baby steps that people have to take for their minds to be opened and, for their conceivability to be opened up to this. So this is the purpose of this video. I don't want nobody to think I'm just making this for no reason. If anybody who heard my music, I got a bar where I said it's Jay Giddens, I don't speak for nothing. I got bars you can eat for supper. You better learn this, right? Meaning I don't speak for nothing. Like when I talk, it's a purpose behind it. What's up, 9 Ether Marcus? What's up, Leaky? What's up, 2 Nation 2 Cup? What's up, Triller X6? One love to all of y'all. Anybody who ever come into my lives, you already know I send y'all positive energy and positive vibes, and I greatly appreciate all of the support for myself as well as my star seeds. My oldest in her room. My oldest journey in her room, so Alright, but anyway, let's get into it, right? So good cop, bad cop, right? This is what they say. Good cop, bad cop is a psychological tactic. Hold up, I don't know if y'all can hear. Good cop, bad cop is a psychological tactic used in negotiation and interrogation in which a team of two people take opposing approaches. Stop, Jade. Stop. Okay? In which a team of two people take opposing approaches interrogating their subject, right? And for all of the people who feel like, oh, you can't use Wikipedia, because they always tell you not to use Wikipedia in school, because of course they're going to tell you not to use, things move. Of course they're going to tell you not to use things that are going to expose them, right? These are your references right here, right? So this line right here, so that you don't think this is somebody, because people always say, oh, you can't use Wikipedia because it's fake, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, if this line is fake right here, here's your reference right here. You see this little notation? My daughter is just trying her best to cause all this dissension, y'all. She was doing none of this before I went live. Like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I go live, they about to have... So look, here, right? And peep this. When you go here, highlight these. I'm trying to show y'all how to use Wikipedia, okay? Because everybody fears Wikipedia because this will give you information. And this is why the system does not want you using Wikipedia, because it will teach you. Okay? Now, this gives you a reference to a book called Working Together But in Opposition, an examination of the good cop, bad cop negotiating, right? You can reference this as well if you want to. I'm going to reference one sighting specifically in a moment, right? But let's keep going. So, I'm going to start again because good cop, bad cop is a psychological tactic used in negotiation and interrogation in which a team of two people take opposing approaches interrogating their subject, right? One interrogator adopts a hostile or accusatory demeanor, emphasizing threats of punishment, while the other adopts a more sympathetic demeanor, emphasizing reward, in order to convince the subject to cooperate. And here's a reference for that right here for all of those who like, oh, well, this Wikipedia, blah, blah, blah. Here's the book, right? Some people need it to be written in a book for them to listen, right? Because if it's not in between a binder that they can flip open, they say it's fake. So here, go get this book so that you can believe in what you see, because you need a book for you to believe it. And Harvard University, right? Because y'all believe in these schools. Harvard University, there you go, so that you think it's real, okay? Alright, moving forward. It is an instance of the Reed technique, right? Now, what is the Reed technique? Let's see what the Reed technique is. The Reed technique is a method of interrogation. The system was developed in the United States by John E. Reed in the 1950s. Reed was a psychologist, polygraph expert, and former Chicago police officer, right? So this shows you that there is, what this shows you, go play over there for me, son. Play over there for me, okay? What this shows you is that there is a willingness or an effort in the political system to use techniques. Well, I haven't related it to politics yet. Let me just move forward. So just know what the Reed technique is. And again, the purpose of this video is really just to make you think. It's to make you think. If you believe in politics, peep what I'm saying. It's going to make you think. Alright, so look. Let's move forward. Technique, right? The bad cop. This is just explaining to you what good cop, bad cop is. We all know what... Son. Listen, y'all. For any of y'all who got kids, you know anytime you start doing something, your children find all of the reasons in the world to want to bother you. They've been chilling all day, you feel me? Because my goddess went... Hold up. We're going to take a brief intermission, okay? Because for those of you who are parents, then you understand what I'm saying. Right? When my goddess leaves, my goddess is at the market right now. She'll be back in a moment. But anytime that you start, for those who have children, you know, anytime you start doing something, they want to, mommy, daddy, you know what I'm saying? So y'all bear with me, alright? I'm just saying that to y'all because listen, this is me all day. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time where I'm not a dad. You feel me? This is 24/7 for me. So this is why I'm doing this with y'all, alright? I could have did it when my goddess got back, but to be honest with y'all, my young starseeds tend to perform better when they're with me alone. Like when my goddess is here, that feminine energy makes them like show out. They start crying, acting a fool, stuff like that. They don't do that when they with me by themselves. So I'm actually better off doing this while she's not here. It's just the fact that they're gonna fight for my attention right now. You understand? Oh, somebody said we hear you loud and clear. Alright. And peace to you, Vern and Divine Purpose. Alright, so let's go. Let's get back to it. For anybody who just came in, I'm going to just give a brief summary real quick because I always like for everybody that just come in to know. I'm just doing a quick video because I was doing some studying, and as I did my study, and as y'all know I do every day, I came across some information that I felt like we should know and we should have in our souls, especially if you believe in politics and you think that it got anything to do with your betterment, right? We're going to come across some stuff. Let's keep moving forward. This is where they describe to you what good cop, bad cop is. And you got to know what their definition is. You must know your ops. Of course, we know it's when one cop bang on the table and the other cop bring you some McDonald's. But let's see what they say it is. Let's move. The bad cop takes The bad cop takes an aggressive, negative, and hold on, y'all. Say hi to my live. My oldest just came out. I just wanted to show you. Whatever. Listen. All right, look. The bad cop takes an aggressive, negative stance toward the subject, making blatant accusations, derogatory comments, threats, and in general creating antipathy. Antipathy is the opposite of sympathy. It's basically like when you're trying to create issues so that a person feels like you're against them, right? Let's see what they say it is. Probably gonna say the same thing. Hold on. Dislike for something or somebody, right? The opposite of sympathy, right? They just basically say it's just when you're trying to make somebody feel like you're not on their side, right? With the subject, right? This sets the stage for the good cop to act sympathetically, appearing supportive and understanding, and in general showing sympathy for the subject, right? The good cop defends the subject from the bad cop. The subject may feel able to cooperate with the good cop either out of trust or out of fear of the bad cop, and may then seek protection by the good cop and provide the information the interrogators are seeking, right? Now here is another reference for you, for all of you Wikipedia haters who feel like anything that's typed up on Wikipedia is fake, right? This is coming from the horse's mouth. This is from a book titled Promoting Community Change, right? Mark Holman. You can always reference this. This was written in 2015, but I'm pretty sure you can find it in places previous to that, right? Let's keep moving. And I only say that, I only point out those references, and I'm going to point out some more references at the bottom because there's a lot of people who lack knowledge because they refuse to use Wikipedia. And this is a crazy amount of information that's just available to you. Like, all you got to do is just go get it. But nobody goes and get it because they told not to go to Wikipedia. I should do a lecture explaining Wikipedia, who wrote it, who came out with it, and what its purpose is, just so that people can... Anyway, alright, let's move forward. The order can also be reversed. When performed in this manner, the good cop will try to gain a subject's trust. If that fails, the bad cop will intimidate the subject to make them crack under pressure, right? So they just explain to you with their little fancy words what we already know, right? Now, look at this line right here. The disadvantage of this technique is that it can be easily identified, and the bad cop may alienate the subject, right? Who wrote this? Let me see who wrote this. I don't know about this one. Roy J. whatever. Okay. Mastering Business Negotiations. Now, let's click on this real quick, right? So, I just want to show y'all something. When you click on this, right? So, let's click on this book and see where it takes us, right? Now, I'm actually familiar with this book, and there's copyrights on it, and you can't talk about it, they can sue or whatever. But I want y'all to see, when you click on these links, it'll take you, this book is called Executing a Competitive Negotiation. Now, I want you to understand that politics is nothing but competitive negotiating. It's not doing what's best for you. It's not trying to help people. It's not being a humanitarian. Politics are competitive negotiations. That's it. If you think it's anything more than that, you're being fooled. And this is why you got to see this stuff with your own eyes. A lot of times, let me turn it on me while I'm saying this real quick. A lot of times, like, you can know stuff, but not know stuff. Like, you can know it, but when you hear somebody else say it or present it to you in a certain way, it comes off differently. And this is because we are all one. We are all united, and we have to work together. The same way I get information from people at times, you know what I mean? We all can share. Somebody said you got a point, but the globe, Earth is another lie itself. Hold on, who said? Look, I'm being nosy. Peace to everybody who came in. We got City Boy, Sterls, A.B. Stevenson, Tradowski. A lot of y'all might have left by now because it's not as many people in here as I seen came in. But peace to you, Memo Thrax. Unity, ascended non-ether being. You already know without unity we have nothing. UNITY. Alright, somebody said they messing with my sound. Yeah, they gonna do that. I was trying to look and see what he was. Alright, let's get on. My bad, I'm being nosy in the comments. Let's keep going. Alright, so now, anytime that you on Wikipedia, make sure that you highlight all of these links, right? I didn't highlight these in this particular one. Y'all may have noticed that I did that in my DNA lecture, and I do it in my other lectures. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure that you got it, but I didn't do it here because I think you may know these. But let's see what negotiation is, right? Negotiation is a dialogue between two or more people or parties intended to reach a beneficial outcome over one or more issues where conflict exists with respect to at least one of these issues, right? Negotiation is an interaction and process between entities who aspire to agree on matters of mutual right. So what they basically just telling you is this is what politics is. Look at that. Don't that look like politics? That's the UN. Peep that. First of all, look at this. Peep this. That's the UN. They showing you right here that it's all just negotiation. It's not about humanitarianism. It's not about like doing the right thing for the people. Like it's just about negotiating. And who's the negotiating forces? Not you. Not you. You are the donkey. And I'm going to show you that in just a second with something else that I'm about to reference down here. Let's move forward. Because sometimes it take me a while to get to my point. Y'all know I talk a lot and I apologize. One love to y'all. For anybody who's capable of sticking around in my lives, it says a lot about you. Like honestly, it really does. Because the information I talk about is not something that people who are in this matrix care to hear. You feel me? Alright, but let's move forward, right? So here's now when they say see also, anytime that you studying on Wikipedia, make sure that you go to see also and make sure that you go to references and you check these references, because sometimes you'll have misinformation or you'll have what we call disinformation, and it's meant for the purpose of misguiding you. It's meant for the purpose of misleading you, right? So make sure that you check references, and then once you check the references, check who these people are, right? So they may reference something written in 2000 by Susan Brody, but look up who Susan Brody is. When you look her up, look up who she's related to, and look up what they're invested in, and look up what companies they own. This is how you do research. This is how you do research. You don't just take what somebody tells you, and then on top of that, even if you do take what they tell you, because listen, alright, hold on. Okay, alright, listen. There's no such thing as trust, okay? Trust is a false, it's a false belief. Oh, my bad. Paw Patrol went off. Let me turn it back on for y'all. False trust is a false like energy that's meant to force you to be vulnerable, right? So at any point that somebody gives you information, what you have to have is understanding, not trust. Same thing about relationships. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you don't trust them. You don't trust anybody. You understand them, right? And when you understand, then you don't need trust. You don't need trust because you understand that they wouldn't do something. So understand why somebody's telling you something. Let's move on. So see also, let's say false confessions, right? Carrot and the stick is really what I want to show y'all. And then I'm going to talk to y'all about some other stuff to tie this all into politics. But look, false confession, right? What is a false confession? False confession is an admission of guilt for a crime which the individual did not commit. Although such confessions seem counterintuitive, they can be made voluntary, perhaps to protect a third party, or induced through coercive interrogation techniques when some degree of coercion is involved. Now, we could click on this and look into it more, but I just wanted you to see. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I just wanted you to see that these are the same techniques that politics use. These are the same techniques that politics use. One more for the 3, 6, and the 9. These are the same techniques that politics use. And the purpose of these, you have to understand let me just dive back into it. You have to understand the metaphorical comparison to good cop, bad cop when you're talking about a criminal or somebody who is a, what do they call you when they haven't indicted you yet or they haven't convicted you? You are suspect. When somebody's a suspect, you have to understand the metaphor of good cop, bad cop to a suspect, and good cop, bad cop, or politics, Democrats, Republicans, to the constituents, right? And we'll tie that together in a second. But just know this, right? So we don't have to. Let me go into false confession real quick and see See, and then they tell you about forced confessions. See, this is just an overview to make you think. That's the only purpose of this. I'm not going to go into all of this. If I was doing like a real lecture, I would go into all of this and like find out more about this, who came up with it, where it comes from, check the sources, all of that. But we ain't doing all of that. This is just to make you think like, hold on, what the fuck are they doing? For the people out there who be voting and or who, I mean, listen, if you want to vote, vote, but don't vote and think it matters. Like, that's silly. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you know. So look, carrot and stick, right? Alright, so let's see what carrot and stick is. And this is like a spit in our face right here. Look at this. Peep it. For everybody in the listen, for everybody in the comments, one love to everybody who came in. What's up, 6 Michael Rob 7? What's up, Michaela Spencer, Julie Irons, you know, Taiwan Johnson, one love to you. Vegan Chakra, that's my brother. One love to you over in London. Everything.com, Wave XNL, Herbal 4K. Listen, everybody who came in, nothing but love, and I send positive vibes to y'all, okay? One love. Let's move forward. So, carrot and a stick, right? Let's look at what this is, right? If y'all never heard of this, this was written by a guy by the name of, or this was suggested by Winston Churchill. If you don't know who Winston Churchill is, we'll get there. Hold on. Listen. So, carrot and a stick, right? The phrase carrot and a stick is a metaphor for the use of a combination of reward and punishment to induce a desired behavior. Put the broom down. Good job. Alright. y'all see how they do? Alright, so look. In politics, now look, you see, they pull it up. Politics. Let me see something. What is politics? What they tell you politics is? Politics is the set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations among individuals, right? Such as distribution of resources or status. Now notice, they didn't say nothing in here about the betterment of people. They didn't say nothing in here about making sure that humanitarian rights are served. They didn't say nothing in here about enforcing, you know, integrity and making sure that son, Gerald, no, you cannot play with those, okay? Give it to me, please. Good job. Very good. Good job. Okay. My bad, family. Alright. So notice they say nothing about all the things that they make you think that politics is about. Like literally when you look at their definition of politics, and when I say they and their, you have to look at sources. You have to look at the sources, right? So when you go to references, right? I'm gonna go back up here in a second, but when you go to references, right? Let's go to references. Boom, right? Here are the references and external links, right? These are your references. So the English dictionary, this guy, narrative of late expedition, all of these are your references. That's who I mean when I say they, because there ain't no difference between none of them. You're going to see that they're, look at this. They're referencing other countries all around the world because this is what they do all around the world. There's no difference. If you think that there's a difference between the US and Russia, you have been fooled. You have been fooled. The United States, listen, you want to understand that the states of America are to the country of the USA what the countries of the planet are to the UN. So saying that Russia and Ukraine is warring, or the US and whoever is warring, is like saying, you know, New York and Pennsylvania are warring. Like, okay, that's cute, but all of y'all is the USA. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like two brothers having a fight in their house. Like, they're the same people. Like, you have to just understand this. So that will help you see past all of this foolishness that's going on the news, and they trying to get you to look at, like, none of that matters. They the same people. Like, this is a squabble going on between the family. That's all that is. But let's go back up to where we was. I just wanted to do that for the people who are always trying to cry about, you're using Wikipedia, you gotta put it in a book. I should print this out and put it on a piece of paper and then flip it, and then they'll be like, oh, it's in a book. Alright, my bad. Look, in politics, carrot or stick sometimes refers to the realist concept or soft and hard power, right? What is soft? The realist concept of soft and hard power. What is soft and hard power? If y'all never heard of it, let's see what they say it is, right? Soft power, right? In politics, soft power is the ability to co-opt rather than coerce. You see that? Co-opt rather than coerce. Now, what is co-opt? Hold on, for those who might not know. What is co-opt? I just clicked on the link so I don't lose nobody, right? Co-opt. Co-opt has two common meanings. Really, y'all gonna put one sentence in there, so I gotta go to the whole thing? Alright, now I gotta go into this. See how we follow the breadcrumbs? Co-opt is short for co-option, right? And we all know co means with, right? And option means, you know, to have many different You don't want to define a word with the word, so I don't want to say option, but to have many different choices, right? So look, let's see what they say. It may refer to a process of adding members to an elite group at the discretion of members of the body. Oh my goodness. I didn't even read this, y'all. Look at this shit. They basically tell you, like, to co-opt, meaning adding members to an elite group at the discretion of the members of the body. Now, who's the body? The body is Congress. Them 525 motherfuckers. I don't know how many it is. I think it's 525 of them that the Senate and the House of Representatives make up. Listen, I'm not going to go into this because it's taking too long. Let me just go back because I didn't want to make this a full lecture. But just know, so you can know what soft power is. Soft power is the ability to co-opt rather than coerce. What does it say? In other words, soft power involves shaping the preferences of others through appeal and attraction. So what this basically means is speaking, they trying to placate you. What it means is saying stuff like what they do with the Black Lives Matter and what they do where they have, they'll have a representative come out, like, let's say, who's an example? And the only reason I know these people is because I used to be into politics. What's his name? Corey Graham. What's his name? He's from, I forget where he's from, but he's real tall. He's like 6'4", a black bald guy. But they had him speaking and they had him talking about black people and my people have gone through. He got a voice just like that. He's crying and all of that. That's soft power. See, it comes off to you as if we gonna get into hard power, Vernon Divine. I just want to make sure we cover everything. It comes off to you as if he has a heart, as if he's black and he's empathizing with you. That is not empathy. Please do not be confused. Empathy is simply soft power. This is why when they get done crying and speaking to you during these meetings in Congress, they go have dinner and hang out with each other and drink blood and all that shit. But we ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, so that's soft power, right? Now, what is hard power? Let's go back. Because we was on this line. In politics, carrot or the stick sometimes refers to the realist concept of soft and hard power. I'ma tie all of this together for y'all. Like, I just wanna make sure that you get what I'm saying. What is hard power? In politics, hard power is the use of military and economic means to influence the behavior or interests of other political bodies. This form of political power is often aggressive and is most immediately effective when imposed by one political body. Son, what are you doing in the fridge? Are you getting grapes? You can get grapes. Go ahead. You can get some grapes. All right. So this is good. What this is good cop, bad cop. That's what I'm trying to show you. This is good cop, bad cop. Right? So let's read it again. In politics, carrot or the stick sometimes refers to the realist concept of good cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad cop. Alright, moving forward. The carrot in this context could be the promise of economic or diplomatic and my apologies, y'all. The carrot in this context could be the promise of economic or diplomatic aid between nations. Look at that. Look at that. While the stick might be the threat of military action, right? So the good cop would be promising economic reparations, right? Let's say reparations. That is a form of soft power, right? Could be the promise of economic or diplomatic aid. That's soft power, aka good cop, right? And then it says, while the stick, which is hard power, aka bad cop, might be the threat of military action, right? Now, they used this concept when they was doing this whole COVID thing, when they was doing this whole mask thing, right? They gave you soft power by asking you and suggesting and placating to your emotions about how you gotta, look out for your fellow man and all of that good stuff, right? And then once people wasn't buying it, they switched to the bad cop power, talking about, oh, you need to do this or else. If you don't do this, there will be military, right? What is that? The stick might be a threat of military action, right? So let's move forward, right? For anybody who just came in, I would highly recommend that you watch it back so you can understand what the purpose of this video is when we're explaining the relation between good cop, bad cop, the carrot and the stick in politics, which dates back to Winston Churchill. But look, this is the origin. The earliest English language reference to the carrot and the stick comes from the authors in the mid-1800s. This tells you they've been doing this, right? Who in turn wrote in reference to a caricature, right, which is just a depiction, right? A caricature just means like a depiction, a way to depict something, and they chose to do it in cartoon. And that's this. Now you see the carrot. This is the carrot. This is the stick. Now who you think the donkey is? Who you think the donkey is? This carrot, this is the Democrats or Republican, depending on which side you on. The stick, this is the Democrats or Republican, depending on which side you on. The donkey, these are the constituents. These are the constituents. And they gonna tell you this. This ain't my words. They gonna tell you. Let's listen to what they say. You gotta listen with your third eye though, or your third ear. One love, Damon next door. Oh, James Marshall, my uncle came in. One love to you, family. Box Life Fitness, one love to you. All right. The earliest English language reference of to the carrot and the stick comes from the authors in the mid-1800s, who in turn wrote in reference to a caricature or cartoon of the time that depicted a race between donkey riders, with the losing jockey using the strategy of beating his steed with the blackthorn twigs to urge it forward, while the winner of the race sits in his saddle, relaxing and holding the butt end of his baited stick, right? In fact, in some oral traditions, turnips were used instead of carrots as the donkey's temptation, right? Now, decades later, the idea appeared in a letter from Winston Churchill. Who is Winston Churchill, if y'all don't know? He was somebody in the UK. I think he was he was a British statesman who served as Prime Minister of the UK from 1940 to 1945, right? So he's sending letters in the early 1900s to our country, giving his position and giving like help to us. This is just to further show you that there is no such thing as a difference or division. There is one dragon, 1,000 heads. One dragon, 1,000 heads. One more for the power of the 369. There's one dragon, 1,000 heads. They all the same. There is no difference. You are the donkey who they're tricking, right? But let's move forward. Alright. Decades later, the idea appeared in a letter from Winston Churchill dated July 6, 1938. Thus, by every device from the stick to the carrot, the emaciated Austrian donkey is made to pull the Nazi barrel up an ever steepening hill, right? Now, emaciated, for those who might not know, let's look it up. It means tired or weakened, right? That's what it means, like weary, right? Let's see. Emaciated, abnormally thin or weak, especially because of illness, lack of food. Now, you want to understand that in the world of politics, they're not talking about how hungry you are. Well, they may be in some cases based on what the goal is, you know, if it's like food shortages like they're doing right now. Gerald and Jade, son, get out of the kitchen, please. Let me make this quick, y'all, because they acting up a little bit because they see I'm on the live. Let's move forward. So they're saying the emaciated Austrian donkey is made up of Gerald and Jade. Is made to pull the Nazi barrel, right? So they're basically telling you that they use the donkeys to get what they need. So Congress or the people, the elites, these represent Jay. Give that to me. Give that to me. You know you're not supposed to have that. Come on now. Y'all showing off now. Calm down. I don't want that. I don't want that. Just that. All right. Love you. Okay. All right. Now what was I about to say? This picture, y'all ever heard the term, son, put the broom, look at this, y'all see this mess? Put the broom down. Never do you get the broom until I'm on live. Alright, now look. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? With the son, hey, son, give it back to Sissy. No, she doesn't want that one. You know she don't want that one. Son, give her back what she had. Give her back what she had. Okay, alright, my apologies, family. Alright, look. Let's move forward, y'all. The Southern Hemisphere caught up in 1947 and 1948 amid Australian newspaper commentary about the need to stimulate productivity following the World War II. Now, peep this. This is how you know, right? He said it's like Plato's Cave. You gotta love Plato's. What's them three guys? Plato's, Socrates, and frickin' Jade. Stop it. Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle, right? This shows you right here that they took in a... Alright, my live paused for some reason. For those people who don't believe stuff unless it's in a book, they think like if it's not written in a book, it's not real, or if the news don't say it, it's not real. Here's where the news said this. Here's your references, okay? Go check your references for all you Wikipedia haters who are stunting your own mental growth because you won't come here and learn. Now, again, what they say, the Southern Hemisphere caught up in 1947, 1948 amid Australian newspaper commentary. What they're saying is they basically got everybody on one accord in terms of this model after World War II because it was necessary to stimulate, where they say it, to stimulate productivity. People wasn't doing what they were supposed to do, so they, you know what I mean? So they had to do this donkey roll to get people to do it. This is how you know you're being used. It's not about what's best for you. They're just using you to manipulate your mind. Alright, the earliest uses of the idiom in widely is... Wait, what? The earliest uses of the idiom in widely available U.S. periodicals were in the Economicals. I guess the Economics. I guess this is just like a magazine or something. What is this? Yeah, it's a British newspaper. And this one is the Daily Republic. This is probably also a newspaper. Yeah, so... you can also check here. Here's another reference for you, for all you people who don't. Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, you Bubba? Okay, listen, y'all. I need y'all bear with me for 1 minute, or probably like 3. I gotta change my daughter Bubba. She want her Bubba changed, all right? And I can't like not do that, all right? So bear with me. For all of y'all out there, all right? One love. How y'all doing, by the way? I'm gonna take this. You know what I'm saying? This brief. Come here, G. Take this brief moment, right? I'm gonna take this brief moment as I change my little one to say, how's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a lovely day. I would recommend that everybody take a brief step away from your phones and whatnot when you get a chance, because I got to feel so much like, you know, positivity yesterday as I was not on my phone, and like got to stay away from that negative energy that pours in sometimes when you on social media, man. Because if y'all don't know, social media is literally just sort of like an energy vortex. Like when you get on social media, the primary purpose of it is really just to influence you. That's why they call these people who you see they put on your explore page, they call them social media influencers, because the entire purpose of social media is to influence. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than politics. Like, to be honest with you, social media is like an online version of politics, and they have the carrot and the stick. You know what I'm saying? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Son, stop. Son, she doesn't... Gerald, she does not want it, okay? You cannot force it on her, okay? You have to... Yeah, okay? You cannot force it on her. She'll ask if she wants it, okay? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, social media is really about influencing people's minds, influencing people's actions, son. Gerald. Stop it. And it's really just about influencing people, and this is why you gotta give yourself a break. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always feel like people who said they take a break from social media are just making excuses for their actions, or just not trying to accept accountability for the fact that they lack control. But that was before I had a better understanding of metaphysics and the way energies affect you when you're online. That blue light that's coming off of the phone, like there's a real science, there's a real metaphysical. Stop making me tell you the same thing multiple times. There's a real metaphysical reason behind why, you know, you will actually be better when you step away from the phone. You know what I'm saying? There's energies, there's, you know, electricity that comes off from the phone. And for those who may not know, we are electrical beings. Yo, her butt stink. You hear me? Her butt stink. I changed. Listen, I had my cousins over, my younger cousins. They are ages 2 and 4, I believe. No, 2 and 3. And I changed so many butts this weekend. You hear me? I changed 20 butts an hour. You know what I'm saying? Not literally. Where's Hold on. Where you at? Shout out to everybody who in the comments. I appreciate y'all. Like, one love. And anybody who watching this back, if you made it through this much in the video, first of all, we need to clap it up for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to sit and listen to truths like this, especially when you sleep. You know what I'm saying? When we say sleep, what we mean is not able to understand this type of information. What we mean is it's not even about understanding, because you're understanding. Really? You gonna scream while I'm trying to talk? It's not about your understanding as much as it is about your willingness to learn it. Some people, they refuse to even try to understand it, and that is sleep. The people who, as soon as you start saying something like this, as soon as you start talking about things that actually matter, they all of a sudden got a million things to do. Now all of a sudden they gotta find something to clean up. They gotta run to the store. They gotta call their homegirl. They gotta blah blah blah. They just got shit to do. But if they had came into the live and you was talking shit or talking drama or talking about this bitch, that bitch, I'ma fuck this person, blah blah blah, they would have stayed there because they all for it. You feel me? They got all the time in the day for drama. Alright, go ahead. Daddy done. Love you. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? I appreciate you. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, so look, right? Let me get back to it. So peep this, right? Let's just go back. So what I wanted y'all to see was the carrot and the stick, right? This is, right, somebody said they don't be ready for the knowledge. What's up, Phoenix Rising? One love to you, family. Shout out to everybody who in here. Hold on. Let me check and see who in here. Memo Thrax, one love to you. Wave XNL, one love. Vernon Divine, Tradowski, Vegan Chakra, Skel Skype, 2 Nation 2 Cut, Trade 300. You feel me? No sleep God. One love to you, family. I am expressive. Phoenix Rising. Taiwan Johnson. One love, Taiwan. Constantly Conscious One. One love to all of y'all who in here. I love y'all, man. For real. He said I put down FB about 2 years. Yeah, everybody who in here, I love y'all and I appreciate this. But again, the purpose of this, again, was to show you the relation of the carrot and the stick to politics. And it'll help open your third eye. Because the people who believe in politics and they think that their best interest is at heart, this exposes that. What's up, Dre the Doc? What's up, Dre the Actor? One love to you, family. I appreciate you for coming into the live. I always appreciate the way you go live and spread truth as well, man. And you're not afraid to speak on the things that nobody wants to talk about, right? So let's go back. All right. Y'all, I think y'all got the gist of the carrot and the stick. The whole purpose of this was to just make you think, okay? Just to make you think. So understand that when we're talking about politics, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about good cop, bad cop. And just with the knowledge that we went over, I think that you can piece together enough yourself what is going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like the sympathy and the antipathy, like they tell you, antipathy, sympathy, right? Is this or is this not what they do in politics, right? And the whole purpose of me showing this is so that people could see that you can vote. I'm not saying don't vote. I'm saying don't vote and expect change from it. That's just silly. Because if you had a say in what was going on, right? Listen, we've already from this live, and everybody who haven't seen the whole thing, go back and watch it. We've already from this live exposed the fact that good cop, bad cop is nothing but what? The carrot and the stick in politics, right? In politics, the carrot and the stick, that's all it is, right? Now, in good cop, bad cop, the suspect is the metaphorical equivalent of the constituent or the people of the country. And we all know that during the good cop, bad cop interaction, the suspect doesn't have any say. The suspect's outcome is already decided for him before he even came down to the station. You understand? Before they even called him and said, Mr. Johnson, we need you to come down to the station. Y'all seen it at First 48. Somebody commented, First 48. Before they even call you, they already know what's planned out for you before you get there. And the metaphorical comparison to you exercising your vote is your decision to give information to the good cop or the bad cop. Now, they're going to use this information either way for what they have already planned. You understand? So the outcome has been preset for you. So this is why I tell people, like, some people be like, oh, you gotta vote. It's like, okay, if you want to vote, vote, bro. But like, make it make sense to me how you think that your voting is gonna lead to a change when the change has already been decided. The good cop and the bad cop hang out after they get off of work. So what in the world makes you think that you have, like, listen, you'll see these representatives. I honestly, his name is Cory Booker. Remember earlier when I was telling y'all that there was a representative, I think he's from, I forget where he's from, but there's a representative that they use to placate the soft power. For those of y'all who might have missed it, Jade, come here. Listen, if there's some, are you okay? All right, love you. Okay, all right. For those of you who may have missed it, we talked about good cop, bad cop, and then we talked about soft power and hard power, right? And soft power and hard power was here, right? Now Cory Booker did a whole bunch of crying and placating to the black community. Y'all, listen. Gerald and Jade, y'all have to stop. Okay? You need to stop. Jade, you cannot take that from him. Okay? Ask. Basically, Cory Booker was crying. It says soft power involves shaping the preferences of others. Gerald, leave her. Son, leave her. Shaping the preferences of others through appeal and attraction. Now, appeal and attraction is when you see, that's when you see these, you have these members of the Senate and the representatives who come on there and they our people, and they give these divine speeches that they go to school to learn. Peace to you, Big Smith. Peace to you, Gary's in need. They have these people that come onto television and go into Congress and they cry and they speak powerfully. They literally, there's a psychology behind it. This is why they say that bad cop, good cop, or good cop, bad cop is a psychological tactic. There's a psychology behind them playing to what they believe. What's up?
My mom called. She said you turn the oven to 425.
Yes.
Mommy.
Yes. So I just, listen, my goddess just told me turn the oven to 425 because I guess she gonna make something when she get in. Y'all bear with me for a second. Y'all know I'm dad 24/7, so like I don't take breaks. Look at this. Y'all see this? Look at this. You see what was happening while I'm trying to teach? You see what's happening here? Foolishness. Yeah, they got the fridge open. I told him he can come get some grapes. They come in here. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we done here. Hold up. And see, I don't like that I had to come in here and turn this oven on because every time we come in here, they're gonna want something. But I don't want to get in trouble with my goddess. Alright, hey, out of the fridge. Get some grapes and we out. Out. Come on, let's go. Alright, good job. Alright, so look, right? That really like threw me off. I was just saying Cory Booker. If y'all look up Cory Booker, y'all can look up Cory Booker. Go to YouTube and type in Cory Booker fiery speech or Cory Booker passionate speech. And then as you watch him, think about what this is. And he is soft power. Now, after he goes, then they come in with what you call hard power, right? Which is what again? Let's just, for those who are, we're reviewing. In politics, hard power is the use of military and economic means to influence behavior or interest of other political bodies. Now, a form of hard power would be trying to scare people and tell them, oh, there's going to be a food shortage if you don't do this. There's this many people dying. Oh my God. Like, that's hard power. They're trying to tell you if you don't, or if this stays this way. Can I get it, please? My daughter then took a piece of asparagus out the fridge, which I'm gonna eat because I actually eat asparagus raw. But look, this is the most. You want it? You can have it if you want it. I want a piece. Yeah, go ahead. But listen, all I'm gonna say is keep your eyes open, man, and reference some of these things for the people out there that y'all may know who believe that politics came around because it's about what's best for them, or that the purpose of politics is to help them. You know what I'm saying? We all know what We all know what politics is, right? What's politics? Let's check and see what they say politics is. Politics is a set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations among individuals. Nothing about feeding you. Nothing about making sure that everybody's morality is in check. Nothing about making sure that, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to understand what you're dealing with. That's all I got, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and... Somebody said you can eat asparagus raw. Yeah, man, you can eat anything. In fact, listen, asparagus has a high pH level, right? I actually was going to do a lecture on asparagus because there's a lot about asparagus that they don't know. Like anybody who eats asparagus, you know it changes your pee, right? It changes it changes the form of your urine because there's certain chemicals that are released from asparagus when your body processes it. And they don't know what this is. This is why I eat it so much, because anything that they don't know about, I want. Because it means it's one of our ancient ways that they know nothing about because they haven't figured it out yet. Because if they figured it out, they would have already changed it. Like they did our maize, which is fake corn. Or which corn is the fake variation of. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with broccoli. If y'all didn't know, broccoli is not real. Broccoli is a hybrid species that was created in Holland, I think it was. So broccoli ain't real. It is a hybrid species that was made in a lab in Holland. You know? It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. And so many other foods. And I love broccoli. To be honest with you, it tastes pretty good, but it's just not real. And when we say real, we mean containing. So you gotta watch my DNA lecture so you understand. When we say real, we mean having natural carbon atoms. And these are necessary for your DNA to grow, for your DNA structures, your helical structures and everything to flow. This is what keeps your brain able to conceive things. You know what I'm saying? Keep you tapped in. So now you understand why they would want to give you broccoli. Because you would think to yourself, if there's a whole bunch of foods that are natural, why would they want to give you a fake one? You know what I'm saying? Said I need a list of things to get from the supermarket reflection. I mean, I would have absolutely no problem with doing that. I got a list on my fridge of things that you know what I'm saying? It's a chart. It's actually called an alkaline chart. You can go to alkaline chart and make sure that the things that you're getting are organic. So like you want to get, you know, cause like for instance, they'll tell you to get onions, tell you to get avocado, tell you to get all these things, but make sure you get organic onions, organic avocado. And yes, there is a possibility that they are lying to you and it's not organic. Possibility. But what I say is don't help them. Hey, son. Listen to me. Listen. Jade and Gerald. Y'all, young goddess, you are doing the most. Okay? I need you to stop it. Okay? So, you know, like I said, that's about all I got for y'all, man. Just make sure that, at all times, man, remember to keep your vibrations high. Remember to be positive, optimistic, keep positive people in your circle. For those of y'all who might have seen that I said I was going to do a freestyle, on the 8th. I ended up not doing it just because, like, there was a lot that took place this weekend. I ain't going to go into detail, but there was a whole lot of matrix attacks that took place over the entire weekend for some reason. It was like coming from left and right field. And, my energy was off, and I don't like getting online when my energy's off because your energy attracts energy, right? So if I get on here with a negative energy like, man, then it's going to attract that negativity. When I get on here with positivity, it's going to attract the positivity. So I only like to get on here with that. What's up, Immortal Shree? What's up, yo, bruh? Shout out to everybody who's in the comments. I'm about to before I get off of here, I'm about to take a look at everybody who was in here and one by one send my positive vibes and appreciation to y'all. And when I send positive vibes, it's not as simple as me just saying send positive vibes. You know, I'm a cosmic being that actually projects my energy onto you. So when I say I send you positive vibes, these are not just 5 words that I said. Wait, I send you positive vibes. Yeah, these are not just 5 words that I sent you. These are actual vibrations that, per my speaking of my throat chakra, are going to manifest, right? And everybody is owed this who's in my lives. Memo Thrax, I send you positive vibes. Vernon Divine Purpose, Tradowski. It looked like the same people who was in here before. Gary's in Need, No Sleep God, Dave Dennis 00, Taiwan Johnson. Each one of y'all, I send y'all positive vibes. I ask that the universe, the cosmos, the ancestors, I ask that they protect us. I salute the divinity in all of y'all. It is not a small feat to be able to understand the things that we're talking about. This can come off as if it's just like, oh, whatever, but like there are people who can't comprehend this. There are people who will watch this live and be like, what? And have to watch it back and be like, what? We have to understand that it is of value for us to be able to perceive these things and conceive the ability of what's taking place on our planet, okay? So I send, again, positive vibes to everybody. Remember to be positive, optimistic, keep positive people in your circle, as those 3 things are key to ensuring positivity is invited into your future. It's nothing but your boy Jay Giddens out. Say see you later. See you later, son. Say see you later. Later. Jay, say see you later. Say see you later. Why you wave until he wave until I point the camera and then he stopped? Say see you later. Okay, don't. Say see you later. Alright, y'all, we out. Yes, I'm saving this live. I'm saving this live.